So let's cross to Sierra Leone now, and there the Lifeline Nehemiah project charity is on its own mission to provide assistance to that country's Ebola orphans. They were first set up in 1996 to rescue and rehabilitate child soldiers of that country's brutal civil war, and some of them are now fighting a new kind of battle. PJ Cole is Executive Director of Lifeline Nehemiah Projects, and when we had a chat, I asked him how the new orphans have been received.
This is the question that was asked to my father many years ago when you had the rebel invasion, where he had rebel fighters from different factions coming and bringing the same Nehemiah home. And I think if you give young people an opportunity to be able to do good, to be able to support one another, they take up the opportunity. So when I floated the idea with the guys in the home, they were very excited about it. And exactly what they said was, someone did this for us before. So it's a good opportunity that we can do that for other people.
And that's one of the many lessons, I'm sure, that you've picked up from the experience of the Nehemiah home,
Yes.
taking care of child soldiers. What other lessons did you pick up from that?
You pick up that with the right interventions in things, that with love and care, you can move mountains, as they say. With love and care, you can see a young child who's lost everything, killed parents or relatives, be able to be reintegrated into society, be rehabilitated, complete his university degree, and now run a school.
What's the most successful story from the child soldiers that were looked after in the Nehemiah home?
Well, my deputy executive director was a child soldier who had been in the jungle for 2 years and done so many horrible things from the age of about 13 when he was captured. He escaped when he was 15 and came and was in Freetown, and my dad brought him in. Now he is the deputy executive director. He's gone to university. He's married with children and is running what is a good charity, doing good work and serving the community. Actually, about 80% of the guys in my senior management team are ex-child soldiers of war-affected children that have taken on the work and is carrying it forward.
I'm sure over the last year you've noticed some changes in Sierra Leone, haven't you?
It's changed massively. What I've noticed is that there is a lot of fear, and the fear there is somewhat worse than the war, because with the war you had
an idea who the enemy was.
Who the enemy was, and you could see the enemy. You had a place to escape to. But with Ebola, it's an invincible enemy, and so everyone's a suspect. We had an issue where our principal, because we also run schools and vocational training centres, our principal's wife fell ill and died. And the most harrowing thing is having to deliver food there. But, there's a friend, someone that we've worked together since 2005. He's going through one of the most difficult times of his life, but you have to stand outside, put food on the doorstep, and then walk away and talk to him from that distance, where all you want to do is just sit with him, cry with him, and hug him. So that's difficult.
Does this sort of work make you cry?
I don't know what it will do to my rep if I say how many times I cried when I was in Freetown the last time, but it does break your heart,
Because you see, you have to deal with children dying, you have to see mothers dying. So I imagine the people who are on the front line of fighting the disease must be having a much more difficult time.
Now, Prince, who is my deputy director, they went to supply some food to a house, and in front of them, a pregnant woman just lay down, and she was, well 1 minute, and then next thing you know, she died in front of the house. And now you're in a position where, because it was after 6 o'clock, the burial teams could not come at that time. And so you have a situation where a pregnant woman's just died, and all they had to do was just cover her to the next morning. That was when we decided, right, we need to build an Ebola treatment center. And I actually had no clue what to do. When I was going to Freetown, I actually downloaded a plan from BBC website to build an Ebola center. By that time, we'd had about 94 deaths in quite a small community. So it's not waiting to say, okay, well, let's see what other people can do for us. It's our interventions. So we're praying for divine interventions, but we also need to do the things that we can do.
PJ Cole, Executive Director of Lifeline Nehemiah Projects.